So today I took two trades, one break even and one loser. Um, so today was an interesting one because yesterday, after the ceasefire announcement, huge rally up, opened up above all kinds of levels. So above H5, above range and value here, above R3. So I really didn't have that many levels except this high volume node ledge here. So we are kind of in this little bit of a high volume node. So I want to see if I can long this area and short that area. So that was basically my plan going into it. And it didn't quite work out. The first trade I took, even though it wasn't quite at my high volume node ledge, it was near the fair value gap that I had here on the 4 hour. I wasn't too confident in these levels, so I didn't want to be too jumpy on this, but I did see good confirmations here, so I took it. And it actually went to almost 3R, but didn't quite get there. So it comes down into the fair value gap area, and a little bit above, but I did see this 20 range delta divergence, and then a bunch of selling delta here, and a B shape. I also saw the B shape here, selling delta, a bunch of selling there, and then I saw the pop. So the other thing was that I broke the lows here, but it closed above on the 1 minute here. And also there was a kind of a high volume 1 minute hammer there. So I'm kind of looking at this area. It comes down more, but the candle is green. It comes and hits this bunch of selling area again, and it seems like it is making a 20 range delta divergence. So another 1 minute delta divergence here, 20 range delta divergence times 2 because there's 2 of them here, and then also on the 2 minute there is a delta divergence. So I wasn't going to take it until it came back down and retested this and made a double bottom. So then I took it long with one contract. My target was actually high of day, which was a little bit above 3R. It was actually 4R. But I could have targeted 3R too, but never quite got there. Got to within a point and a quarter, but never really got there. So I thought it was a good entry too, but yeah, my thesis was that it would actually go up and at least hit high of day, but more so value area high, which was also the pre-market highs and up until 68.60s, which is the upper ledge. But did not happen that way, and it started coming back down because it was above 2R at this point, and made a bounce here. I put my stop at break even, so stopped out at break even here. And then it comes down into my level, actually into my high volume node ledge and fair value gap here, and so I tried it again here. I saw 1 minute high volume basing here, kind of a 3 minute high volume basing, but more so on this one. So there's a pop there, that's a 20 range delta divergence, 2 minute delta divergence forming there. Also there was a CVD hidden divergence here, breaking the lows, but price not breaking the lows. And also on this, it broke the lows under here, but RSI was over here, and then this low was higher. So it was a RSI normal divergence. So I entered with one contract again, and stop under the lows here. And it was kind of working out, but 68.14, just 68.14 to 15 level. Rejection there. It seemed like it was, going to rally because I really liked this delta divergence here. There were a few times that happened, but then it just couldn't get above this 15 level. The 14 to 15s It was crazy. Another delta divergence here, and so it kind of looked good, but as it kept making delta divergences, the CVD just kept making lower lows here, but the price was going higher, which initially seemed good, but just never could break that. So it comes back down, gets bought up, makes another delta divergence here. Gets back up to these 15s, negative 960 and negative 995 here, selling delta. Yeah, and lots of sellers here breaking the lows, price not breaking the lows. But it looks good at first, but if it keeps doing that, I found that at some point the buyers give up and then it starts, the sellers take over there. So I just didn't like that. Negative 1,000, negative 1,000, some sort of random selling there, holds again, comes back up, 14s, 15s again, more selling delta, rejects, comes back again, 14s, 15s. See, the CVD just keeps going down. Makes divergences, but keeps going down. Bunch of sellers come in at 14, 15s, and then it sends price down. Comes back up, bunch of sellers again, rejects, comes back down. And now it's at 1,300, negative 1,200. And then again, comes back up. More sellers come in. Keeps making lower lows here on the delta. Now it's 1,400, negative 1,500, negative 1,000. And then it comes back up again, I think. No, that was it. But yeah, it kept making lower lows, and eventually the buyers gave up. And just couldn't get past the 14s or 15s. And yeah. So I took a full loss on that, never hit 2R, so yeah, that was that. I think both of them were decent attempts at it, but it just didn't work out.